game 2. Sorry, Leo, Blacklist International gonna ban the Ling and the Kaja once again. ONIC PH, the Natalia also. Are we gonna see a little different draft, or are we gonna see the same? That's my question for you guys. What do you think?
Don't ban PNK, please. Don't ban PNK. I want to see PNK.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, don't you guys?
What's interesting? Yeah, what's interesting about Popol and Kupa is, he plays more as support. He's a better support. One of the greatest I've seen in a while. And looking at their lineups, maybe Blacklist can do it. Maybe Blacklist can roll out with a Popol and Kupa.
There we go.
And they are gonna do it. There you go. ONIC PH,
Edward,
maybe Yaknu, but I like that Riddler picked it up first. This is looking really good for Blacklist to start.
You know, all right. I'm gonna wait. I'm sorry, Swart. I know you want to say something really good. I'm gonna say something senseless, but it will make sense in the end. I'm gonna put out about $5 that this Popol and Kupa is a support. I'm gonna put it out there, or maybe 5 stars. There you go. I'm gonna put in my 5 stars.
$5? $5 or 5 stars?
Yeah, no,
5 stars.
Legit. Yeah. This is a support Popol and Kupa. He has his kit. Yeah, his kit involves a lot of stuns and a lot of distraction, but eventually he can turn into what the Kagura was from the other game, right? There's a lot of great damage output, and if you don't watch out for him in the late game, he can end up with like a 0-6-0-3 line. I promise. That's how it is. I agree.
There you go.
In the summon, you can just summon it again. The cooldown is pretty low, right? For the summoning. Yeah. So
I think you don't have a cooldown for summoning. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but there's little to not. I think when it dies, you just have to channel it for 3 seconds. So that's a 3-second downtime. Yeah, and then channeling.
And that's the cooldown. That's the quote-unquote cooldown.
Yeah, that's technically the cooldown. Yeah, the downtime. There you go. Because it can be interrupted. It can be interrupted if you do cast that. So now ONIC PH better be prepared for this. PNK now available. What's the answer? I'm not sure if the Uranus can cut it, but they do build up on tankiness and a little bit up on mobility, right? Jawhead being here means that there's a front line that can start the fights. There's Uranus, also another bigger frontliner. I mean, Blacklist International, though, they're gonna double down onto the setups. They will take up the Atlas, and then on the sides, you have the Thams. Farley and Leo, what do you think so far about this lineup that they are showing us?
Ooh. I like a Blacklist is just going with what works. I mean, PNK pretty successful in pub games right now. I'm pretty sure Atlas very high win rate in the number of games he has been played in the second half of the season. So Blacklist right now they're just playing with what works. No curveball just yet. Unlike the last game, maybe they'll save it for the last 2 picks.
Well, to be fair, the Popol and Kupa might be the curveball because it's the first time we're seeing it in the MPL, and I don't see any other team picking this up with such gusto to start off. Blacklist International, they got the swag, and I'm loving the Popol and Kupa pickup. Even this Sicilian from Edward, I like it. The fangs are gonna be exactly what Kupa needs for a little bit more CC alongside Atlas. Oh, I'm loving the lineup so far. But let me correct you, boys. There is a 45-second cooldown on We Are Friends.
Oh, I see.
So yes, the channeling is there for 3 seconds. Popol's gonna pray, I want my wolf back. But you know, Kupa, he does have a 45-second cooldown.
Okay, this is
really okay. So that's a big downtime, honestly.
Quite a bit, about a minute.
Yeah. Because you know what, rarely do we see
eternity in Mobile Legends.
Yeah. Well, honestly, we rarely see him die. I mean, of course, if whoever controls it messes it up, maybe that's where we see it, the big downtime. But overall, it's not gonna happen. You know what, guys? I'm gonna speed this prediction up. At least for me, for myself, I'm gonna have to go with the PNK. I can't bet against it. It's a very strong hero. Swarly, Leo, who do you think is gonna win this match?
Yeah, I have to be in the same boat as you. PNK, it's a hero that looks good on paper, and the pros are gonna test it out on it all the way again. Hopefully, no Caster's Curse this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Again, they're picking two of my favorite picks right now. They got Popol and Koopa, they got Sicilian, and the rest is just gravy. So Blacklist International, I'm gonna roll the dice just because I want to see something good happen with this lineup. And they might have put ONIC PH on the back foot. I'm not sure how these boys perform with that kind of mindset. Let's go Blacklist.
Blacklist, unanimous decision again from the panel. Hopefully not wrong. Hopefully not wrong. But we want to see game 3. Nevertheless, it's going to be game 2 now back into the action. Rockhart and Seiya.
All right, everyone going Blacklist this time around. It's a full 180, ladies and gents, as we go into game 2 here. ONIC PH versus Blacklist International. I'm Rockhart, and this is Seiya. And are you going to go anonymous? Are you going to go anonymous? Are you going to go unanimous again?
Anonymous.
This time around.
I'm going to go anonymous right now.
Do it. Okay, so do you agree, or are we going to have to make a little bit of a change up here?
You know what? This is the thing about having a new hero that's come into play. Sure, it looks good on paper, yes, sorry, especially the overall composition of Blacklist International. But you have to take note, what is good on paper if you can't really apply it on our battlefield right now? So I am gonna, break your ties. I'm still gonna go ONIC right here, Rockhart. And looking here, ONIC on a 3-man onto the middle side alongside with Dexstar here, just, doing a pretty good job and shoving away the members of ONIC. But again, going back, this is the thing, especially when using Popol and Koopa here in our regular season, it's pretty interesting. But the thing is, it's a question of if you're able to really execute it properly, Rockhart.
Yeah, it's the first time. It's going to be the first time that Popol and Koopa is going to be used here in the regular season. And I actually, personally, do not really like the comp too much. First of all, basics for a marksman is not there. No built-in dash mechanics make it good. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. As Killer, again, is very close to death here against Dilar. And Oh My Venus, again, Oh My Venus really rocking that Farsa once more. This time around, no Hellcurt to mess it up too much. Again, calling it back and then pushing a lot of poke is, again, a good specialty of Popol and Koopa. Let's see if they can keep that up for later on.
Oh, alright. So Dexstar right here really harassing Oh My Venus and forces the flicker to safety. But again, Blazing Duet is going to be used. Edward is in a bit of a pinch and the first blood will be on the hands of Uranus. So far, so good. This is how you utilize, more members in your turf. And ONIC really took advantage of that, abused the manpower that they have here onto the top side. Meanwhile, we see that Blacklist is a bit of dispersed, but that's okay, because it kind of gives them a way to scale. But you have to take into consideration as well, Rockhart, that as you see, members of let me just cut myself back there. That was a close call. Riddler almost getting Iyaku, but again, this also leaves another leeway for that manpower to get another pick up.
That was a little funny on the end there with Iyaku using the unstoppable force onto Koopa right there. But for the meantime, it will be another one going for Venus this time around. Blacklist International not going to find the target. Looks like they will be the ones found here by Fuzakin this time. With Iyaku going for the chase as well. No one going to be caught in this instance, but again, they are being pushed back consistently here by Blacklist and ONIC PH with now a huge amount of control
look at that
over the red jungle.
Oh, look at that! In front of the Blazing Duet will be caught in the corner. Oh man,
that's some awesome grok plays. Absolutely, awesome grok plays there from Fuzakin. This is a more comfortable hero, as we would say, for Fuzakin here. A big difference from the very squishy Kaj that we saw earlier. Now Turtle going to be going down, and another team fight going to be erupting here on the blue.
Again, cornering out the thumbs right here, leaving no chance of escape. This is the discipline that we have been seeing on this grok for the past weeks, Rockhart. I'm pretty sure you'd agree with me that this, Fuzakin in the hands of using this grok, it's a sure thing that he would get 1 or 2 members of your enemy team, and that's what we just seen earlier right now.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, that is wow! Look at that, 0-4 and 4,000 gold ahead for ONIC. I'm a bit surprised about that. At this early point in the game, that is just abusing the gold distribution mechanics of this game. I think that is beautiful. Right now, my Venus pressure on the top lane killer, forcing the chasm leap there from that fam, and the tower will go down. Another one bites the dust. Gold is just going up and up here for the red.
Yes, indeed, and it looks like Iacno right here will be the one to be forced to back away as Blacklist members just really go for that tower dive into the bottom side. But I like, if you notice, Rockhart, that this time in game number 2, members of ONIC PH are not going alone anymore. They are the ones roaming around the map and, you know, picking some skirmish fights against Blacklist. And you know what? Blacklist retaliates here by just getting these pushes. But going back, this is where ONIC abuses that, what I said, the manpower that they have whenever they're roaming.
That's right. The manpower is just overall unstoppable damage output each and every time. And then you also have a Grok who's isolating people left, right, and center. And Fuzakin just plays this so naturally. Rise with a beautiful blazing duet there, just zone everyone out. And everyone is so preoccupied. Everyone is in mid lane just watching this. And the whole map is open for ONIC to control.
Indeed, and look at that. Speaking of control, Jawhead there just taking the turtle, and the Claude stealing all the resources on the Blacklist turf. And this is just looking so good in terms of discipline as they get that middle turret right there. This is just good to really shove in pressure. But it looks like Claude will be getting that bounce, followed by another messier fight as the Uranus will be picking off the Popo and Koopa. But here, I love it how ONIC PH was able to disperse the members of Blacklist, separating them apart to really, you know, counter and really prevent them from having a unified team fight.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is just scrambling for gold here, I think, and scrambling not to go down easily. And as I said in the beginning of the game, a reason why I don't like Popo and Koopa, he cannot go out of the map and get that gold because it's not safe at all. You have D-Lar on the Uranus, you have a Grok hunting you down, you don't have a dash mechanic. What do you do when you get pinned up? Just hope that you're sturdy enough to survive, and that's not gonna be enough. Like right now, Fuzakin, he was just standing there. That was so funny to watch.
Yes, like what I mentioned, this is the double-edged sword when choosing, you know, one of the recent heroes, especially in our regular season. Yeah, sure, it has a lot of good stuff on its kit, but if it doesn't really compensate well with the overall team draft, it's something that you know it's showing, and we are seeing that Popo and Koopa is not really used at a maximum efficiency because this is what ONIC PH is abusing right now. You know, the map control is really important, and Fuzakin here just being so aggressive, shoving the members of Blacklist. And speaking of damage, look at that Farsa again from Oh My Venus.
Yeah, this is more like Oh My Venus, right? Not like the farce earlier that was super uncharacteristic from that queen. So right now, D-Lar walking inside the map a little bit. I don't know what this is for. I guess they're just super confident. That was really funny. D-Lar there again, putting a little spice into that invade while everyone was so busy with the turtle. Will be taken up by Claude.
Yes, they really barricaded Claude. And, you know, the members of ONIC PH barricaded the members of Blacklist to really stay in their turf while this Claude just gets all the space that he has. You know, this is like a revenge time, you know, this game too. It's like saying, okay, Wise wasn't able to get the space. Now I will be getting the space for myself this game too. So it's nice how things are turning out for ONIC PH. But again, going back, this is not yet. Blacklist International can still do this if and only if, one, they manage to get one of the squishy targets, and two, Riddler at maximum efficiency.
Yeah, I mean, I would give you a few points. There are a few points that you can have a pretty good argument that Blacklist could come back into this game, especially since a lot of the heroes here are quite late game. You need a late game amount of time to get Edward good on the Sicilian. Same with Killer and to Aqua. If they can prolong that, if they can defend these towers, that might be the key here. Because they can stretch this to 20 minutes and maybe we can equalize from there. Question is that going to be a possibility? Will ONIC prolong this team fight or this game? And will the team fight happen soon?
And you know, just looking at this, the limited resources from Blacklist, we will get to see the effect of this shortly, because look at the damage that the Farsa is inflicting on Edward, and looking here, looks like there will be a pickoff by the Uranus right there, utilizing that tower dive potential from ONIC PH. And now look at this, it's really in a sticky situation, but TR was able to get out. Blazing Duet to counter out all of the low HP members of Blacklist International. Now was a timely entrance. That was beautifully done by Wise.
Yeah. ONIC looked like they were a magician. 1 minute they have a Uranus, the next second they have a huge cloud with the Blazing Duet right in their faces. They were not prepared for that. Bottom lane will go down here as ONIC PH are barreling, getting a kill on the flip side, and a really swaggy play coming here from the Claw.
Indeed, and swaggy indeed as they smoothly transition from the turret to another and just pinning down the members of Blacklist International. I say Black International, what? And then in Blazing Duet right here once again, completely wiping out the 1,000. This is not all. It looks like every bit of all the knockouts are being used to maximum potential as Squad with the Blazing Duet, Farsa with all of her skill sets, and that again is now a dominating ONIC PH.